I know about ASAP Rocky, girl, and
Look at you.
I know about them.
Okay. Well, go live. I join the live.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Mom. Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Okay. Bye. Hello, my family, friends, my diadems, and my jewels. Hello, hello. Hi. Come on in, come on in. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend. Mm. We are live today. Who are well, it's cool. Hey Josh, what's that? What's up? Yup, first in the live, first in the live. Hey, Chiquita. Chiquita, did I say that right? Ugh, take my sweater off. Hello, hello. DDD. What is that? Did you know Steve Wilkes or John Tariff is running for president, White House by 2028? Thumbs up. No, I didn't. I don't even know who that is. I haven't heard anybody talk about that. I haven't heard anybody talk about that, Josh. I don't even know who those people are. I'm gonna have to look them up and see who they are. Steve Wilkos show. Oh, the Steve Wilkos show in 2027. You watched that before? No, I didn't. If I did, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to see who that is. Thanks. You welcome. You always in here. You know, you always in here. You be first. You be the first one in here. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in here and see who this is. From Jerry Springer. Oh, that what we don't need another. We don't need another one in here. Okay. Hello, my family, friends, my diadems, and my jewels. Come on in, jump into the chat. Let's chat. Okay, cool. From the Jerry Springer show. Oh, this guy right here. I see him. I see him. You know what? I did hear no problem. Thanks for letting you know. I'm appreciate it. Okay. I have been hearing something about hearing like an interview or something that he was having with somebody else. I don't think he's somebody to listen to. From, you know, from the interview from the interview that I was hearing, I feel like my internet is still, it's like choppy and I'm moving. It's not, it's slow. No problem. How do the internet look? Because on this side it look a little choppy. Like when I move. I've been having some problems with my internet, so I hope it don't go out. Hey, Miss V, what's up, girl? What's up? What's up? Steve Wilkins did security for the show. He used to be a Chicago cop. He running for president? Girl, what is going on? What can we have a I don't know nothing about him, okay? But everybody just feel like that they can be the president. And that's why we in a bad spot now. Shoot. I'm not saying the man can't do a good job. I don't know nothing about him. And frankly, I didn't know he was running for. Well, Josh said that I guess he was thinking about it or something like that. I'm gonna need. I don't even want to get political. I don't even want to get political. Oh, okay, girl. No, it's like we in a bad position. Okay, I'm so serious. We is in a bad position when you got this man siding with crazy folks, and then you got his sidekick on the stage with a chainsaw kicking everybody out of their offices illegally. And everybody bending down. It's like somebody need to stand up. That one lady did, and she went in this. He was on his way to some office, and this one lady, she's a I think she's a no, I don't. She's a senator now. She used to be a waitress, and she went to that office and gave them everybody. She went to PR. Did I say it right? PR, whatever office that where you hire people, and she gave them a note saying that it is against the law to give out people's private information. However, she put it, but she did it the professional way and the legal way, and she went to the is it PR or whatever, and she said that I need for y'all to not be afraid. I need for y'all to take this letter and read it because it's the law. And when they come in here to try to get the information for people's private information, you have to tell them that you cannot give it to them because it's against the law. And that's their job. And girl, they did that and then people left. And so when you bend over and you just give in, I'm just going to say it like this. When you give in to the devil, then he going to take over. But if you resist the devil will flee. You have to resist him. You can't just give in and just, okay, here. No. Y'all, I need for these people to get a fighting spirit. Democrats and everybody else. They need to get a fighting spirit. Where is it? Listen, remember how we was talking about boxing. We was talking about the boxers back in the day. And when they had to go to a fight, okay, they prepared. They had to go into the fight. They prepared for the fight. They didn't just say, we just gonna get up in this ring and fight. No, they prepared for the fight. And when they got there, they used all their tactics to win that fight. But if they had to do a little dirty move in order to win that fight, what did they do? They did the dirty move. And they won. And they won the fight. Because everybody ain't always going to fight fair. Everybody is not always going to fight fair. And I'm gonna need for them to match folks' energy. Like I didn't used to say that. I hear a lot of people say stuff about matching people's energy. I'm gonna need the Dems and the rest of these folks. What is this white thing in my hair right here? I'm gonna need for them to match their energy. I don't care what they do. Match their energy. Miss V, what you do when you got off live? Are you still here, girl? So what do y'all think about matching people's energy? Who in here? What you think about matching people's energy? Hmm? Anybody? Anywhere? What do y'all think about matching people's energy? When you say, what do you mean by match their energy? I took a nap, just got up at 5. Oh, okay. Um, like matching people's energy, 5ish. I got home at 5. When I left, I left and came back. I got home at 5. So when I say match people's energy, what does that mean? What does that mean to y'all in the chat? Y'all can put it in the chat. What does it mean to you when I say match somebody's energy? Pray like lives depend on it. I don't try matching people's energy in all situations. Right, okay. So when I say match people's energy, like some people say, when they okay, if you gonna be dirty, then I'm gonna be dirty. Whatever you bring to me, I'm gonna give it back to you. I'm gonna match it. But we don't always have to do it the same way. So when you match somebody's energy, if they come with negative energy, of a negative mindset and negative behavior, tit for tat, right? When they come with negative energy, negative mindset, what is energy? First you gotta know what is energy. It's the mindset. It's your aura, what you put out, what you giving off, and it could be what they giving off, their energy, their aura, their mindset, their lip service. It could be real negative. It could be right, your spirit. But I'm gonna match your energy. I'm gonna come up to your level. Okay, you here. I'm gonna come up to your level. But when I come up to your level, I'm gonna come with something different. So I'm gonna match your energy, but my energy, what I'm giving off, it's gonna block. It's gonna block that energy. And me and my daughter just had a wonderful conversation. It's gonna block their energy, they negative energy. Because listen, I don't care how. It's a perfect example of what's going on with these niggas or whatever you want to call them. They all riled up and chainsaws, and so they energy is up here. And then you look at our DMs, and they trying to do everything that they trying to do to defeat them, and all the rest of that, whatever they doing. And so some of them is almost like they starting to feel defeated, or you don't even see as much of them anymore, except for those that know how to match people's energy. Okay, you can't let people, when they are full of all this negative energy, this rah rah rah, and I got the power, and they chest stuck out. You can't let them make you shrink. No, absolutely not. Don't let them make you shrink. Match their energy. But when you match their energy, your energy is a positive energy. Theirs is negative. Yours is just as high. Yours is just as strong, but yours is positive. So you can match somebody's energy, but you're matching it in a positive way. And when you got the negative side of the battery, that side can sit there all night long. But it ain't gonna start until you hit that battery with that positive side. So when my positive come up to your negative, that's what's gonna run the game. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what's gonna run the game. Your negative stuff ain't running nothing except for your mouth over, your shoes over, your time over. But when I hit the stage with my positive energy, it's gonna come together. Either you gonna get on my stage, my court, or you gonna get the fleeing, sis, bruh. You gotta go. Because I'm a firm believer in don't let nobody steal your joy. I'm a firm believer in I don't care what negative stuff you got. You're not going to take my joy away. You're not going to come over here and steal my peace. You're not going to come into my atmosphere. We create our own atmosphere. If we feel with the Holy Ghost, if we feel with the Spirit of the living God, then your atmosphere should be filled with some positive stuff, some word, some strong things, some a mindset of winning, of defeating the devil in any kind of way, shape, or form. You have to know that you are a winner. We have to know that I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and I'm not beneath. I'm not beneath all that negative energy. I'm right here next to you, sis, bruh. We right here. We right here. And either we gonna come together like this, or you got to move out my space. The light and darkness do not dwell in the same atmosphere. It don't. Light and darkness don't dwell in the same atmosphere. Okay, it's dark. It's dark. It's only dark because the light ain't there. But once the light get there, it's bright. Because light and darkness cannot dwell in the same spot. Negative and positive energy cannot dwell in the same spot. No. Absolutely. It cannot dwell. It cannot. That's what the devil's problem was in the beginning. That's the whole reason why he got kicked out of heaven in the first place. Because he wanted to be the king. We got that same situation going on, y'all. If there is only one God, there's only one God above, however you call him, whatever you call his name, it's only one God. And let's put it in this king perspective situation. He is the king, and what he established has to come to fruition. What he established, excuse me, I had something in my tooth. It will come to fruition. I might not be saying that the right way. So if you got somebody portraying themselves like I'm the king, and y'all just think about that situation. When you proclaim yourself to be a king, that means when you fall, it's gonna be even harder. I'm gonna tell you something. When God remove you from your seat, when he say, listen, enough is enough, when lightness comes and cover all that darkness, and when God puts somebody in position to come and cover that darkness, if you still trying to rah and be the king, thinking you this and thinking you that, God will remove you. He will remove you. Ask Saul. Ask Saul. Ask Saul in the Old Testament. He was the king, but God had put him in that place. But he ended up not being a good person, not being a good king, and so he only became the king. He only became the king because the people wanted a king. Oh, this would be a good. This is a good lesson. This is a good lesson. The people had God. The people had God in the Old Testament. They had God. I wish I knew exactly where it was at. They were following God, like when Moses came and got them out of, hey, Michelle, that's a message right there. The people was following God. And he was directing them. People wouldn't even touch the children of Israel. They would not touch the children. Folks getting what they, yes, They would not touch the children of Israel. Do you know why they wouldn't touch the children of Israel? Because they were God's chosen people. And everything was, everything wasn't fine. They had to go through trials and tribulations, but the trials and tribulations is what's in the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, so hey, so the people was following God. God was there. They was following the Ark of the Covenant, which carried the Spirit of the Lord, carried God's Spirit in it. So wherever they landed, God's Spirit would cover the land. Nobody would touch them. Nobody would mess with them. United States of America is supposed to be a power-packed person, right? Power-packed state. I mean, not state, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Power. We're supposed to be the most powerful country, most powerful country. But the people, back to the Bible, but the people wanted a king because they saw, who was that they saw? They saw in one of them other countries. I wish I remember. I wish Lord bring it to me, bring it to me, Holy Ghost. But they saw these other countries that had a king. They had a leader. They had a king. But see, kings didn't always do what was best for the people. And so they was tripping. They was like, well, we want a king too. We want a king too. We want a king. But they had God, and nobody would mess with them until nobody would mess with the children of Israel because they had God and nobody could fight God, and everybody was afraid of God because he was destroying folks left and right. Okay. That mess with his people. They couldn't even defeat in the war. They couldn't even defeat the wars because God would tell them how to win. God would tell them how to win the wars. Nobody could touch them. But they wanted a king. So God got tired of them and gave them a king. And he gave them Saul. And I wish I could remember it all. So this is a lesson. I should have studied this and talked about it because this is like prevalent to today. Okay? We gonna match energy of the United States with the Spirit of the Lord. All right. So since they wanted a king, they got Saul. Saul was not a good king. He was, I can't remember everything that he did, but the people end up having to go through some trials and tribulations up under Saul. But they got what they wanted. You wanted a king, so here is your king. And now, because you wanted a king, you're going to have, okay, this positive, this negative. Since you wanted this king, it is all, you're going to have to endure all of this stuff. And the bad part about it is that even though all the people, all God's people didn't want a king, but because the majority of them or whatever wanted one, and God got tired, God gave them a king. And so who had to suffer the consequences? All of them. All of them. They had to end up being sold into slavery. Tough teaching and truth. Yes. They ended up being slaves again after he done set them free. They ended up being, women raped and all the rest of this happened. They ended up having to go through all of these trials and tribulations. Why? Because the majority of the people wanted a king and everybody had to suffer. Dag on it. We got this orange person up here talking about he the king, trying to kill the democracy of the United States, trying to fire everybody, trying to take over everything. He done this. And why is he in the place of power? Because y'all people, not the words that I want to say, I might not get a lot of people in this live today, but I just got to roll with what my spirit is saying here. I got to just roll with it. If it get taken down, it get taken down. I don't care. So what? These people wanted what they wanted. And so now they got it. And now the people is under persecution. And who has to suffer? Everybody. But those of you that know the real king, hallelujah. Even in the Old Testament, those that knew the real king and who the real God was, the real King of kings and the Lord of lords, those of them that knew that person who is God Almighty, Allah, or whatever name you call them, they might have been in oppression, but they wasn't oppressed in their mindset, in their heart, in their, in the things that they did, because they still followed the living God. And I'm sure that he still led and directed them. He told them when it was going to be phantoms, when it was going to be a famine in the land. He made sure that they prepared for what they had to be, they were prepared beforehand, so that way when time came, they wouldn't have to suffer as much as those people that wanted their king. Okay, come on here, somebody. So just know that if you believe in God, the Almighty God, the one, the true and living God, the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, that one, yeah, him, the one that created heaven and earth, yes, that put the stars in place, that had the moon shine at a certain time and the sun shine at another time, okay? The moon and the sun ain't sitting up there together all day long. Oh, you know why? No, those are two power packs. One got a job to do over here and the other one got a job to do over here. Okay? And just know he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew what needed to go under the water to live and what needed to go on the land to live. He knew what we needed to eat to survive. He knew that we needed air to breathe. He knew, because he created us for his goodness. So just know that even in this situation, you might start seeing people doing some crazy things to, like buying stuff, or like I'm getting ready to can some things, whatever. I don't know why I'm doing that. It just came up in my spirit. So, hey, I'm just going to do it. You never know when you need it. It's better to have it. Need it. It's better to need it. What I'm saying, it's better to have it and need it and have it than to not have it and need it, whatever, however it go. But yes, trust in God with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Let God tell you how to deal with whatever situation that it is that you're going through. Let him lead you, let him guide you, let him tell you, like, hey, if you just hear in your spirit, it don't remember what I said. It's not like, oh Lord, no. It's a thought process. Hey, maybe you should just go take a walk. Like, don't even worry about it. I was worried about a lot of this stuff, and I worry about it a little bit, but I got to the point where, you know what? I'm just going to go on and live my life. I'm going to continue. It's because it's things that we have to do. It's things that we have to set in place. It's things that we want to do for ourselves. It's things that we want to have fun with. You still want to enjoy yourself. So enjoy yourself. Like, take the focus off of that negative energy and match that negative energy with some positive energy, and and eventually that negative energy is fade away. It's going to fall off. It's going to fade away. Because darkness cannot shine shine, come be there when the light comes. I'm about talking about shine. Darkness don't shine, it's just dark. It cannot, it can't coexist. It can't coexist. It cannot. So we just have to, and I'm talking to myself, y'all. We have to think positive. Don't shrink back, and don't be no punk. Because listen, if you wasn't no punk in the world, hello, then whatever situation you find yourself in, don't punk out. Don't punk out. You got to be strong. Be strong in the Lord. And these scriptures is coming up in my spirit, and I can't even remember the whole thing. Strong in the Lord and the power of His might. See, that's what they say. That's why you have to read the word, and have it down in your spirit. So when you need it, when it's time for you, when you need it, it comes to your mind and it comes out, and you'll say it right on time. Be strong in the Lord and the power of His might. Know that He is God. Hallelujah. He is God. That's why I said I need for these people that I'm watching to get a backbone, to get stronger than what they are. Don't punk out. Don't back down. Don't get weak. Don't fade away in the face of adversity, in the face of the enemy, because this is your true test. This is a test of your character. Who are you? Who are you really? Who are you? Are you going to let adversity and these people that's acting foolish make you look like you ain't nothing? No. Be strong in the Lord and the power of His might. Stand up. Be like that tree that was planted by the rivers of water. Hey, the wind gonna come when the tree's roots are watered. Okay, when the roots are planted in the water, in the living water, that is us. When we are planted in the living water, we cannot be moved. Them limbs are so flexible, and the wind can blow. But y'all ever seen a tree just blowing in the wind? It's just blowing in the wind. You know why it's blowing in the wind like that and the wind don't lift it up? Because the foundation is strong. Yeah. Because the foundation is strong. Those trees that are hollowed out, those trees that fall in the storms, and when we have all of these storms and stuff like that, that's because their foundation up under the ground has broken, has gotten weak. They hollowed out. They ain't even, half of them don't even have no inside no more. They roots done rotted. All the dirt done came up. Miss V, girl, you got the green thumb. You know about planting. The dirt done came away from the roots of the tree. They all exposed. They all exposed. And what they gonna do when the first strong wind come? They gonna fall over. No, what we gonna do? If we plant it in good soil, if our roots are planted in good soil, and we've been fed with the living water with good things in our mind and in our soul, if we've been embedded in some good wisdom and knowledge, then when that wind come, shoot, we ain't gonna fall. We not gonna fall. We not, because our foundation is strong. Our roots has been watered. If you like, even with people that have education and you got a job and a certain job, and you might want to transfer jobs. If you have embedded yourself in some wisdom and some knowledge, and you done got your education, and that's a part of your foundation. Everything that you do for yourself to make yourself better is a part of your foundation. Everything. Your classes, your online classes, your exercising, your eating right, everything that we do for ourselves is a part of our foundation. To the place where I'm so sore. Oh my God, y'all. Even Even to the place where the tables that we sit at. I get that table that we sit at from my daughter. The tables that we sit at, the people that we place ourselves around, that's a part of our foundation. So if you sowed yourself into good ground and the good seed, then you got a strong foundation. That reminds me of you know about the plants, Miss V, the plants that you grow, and I think it's like celery stalks or something like that, or what you call them things, lettuce or something. If you cut them off a certain way when it's time to pick them up, and if you leave of a, a portion of it down there, it'll begin to grow back. What now put some of the vegetables that do that in here, Miss V. They begin to grow back. Why do they begin to grow back? Because they have a firm foundation. Because that's what they do. That's how they were made. But if you didn't plant them right, if you cut them off wrong, they not gonna grow back. If you didn't do what you were supposed to do to keep that foundation good and that they roots in that ground strong, then they won't come back. They won't come back. So your foundation, what you put in yourself, what you put in your mind, your hearing, your eye gates, your knowledge, your wisdom, your strengthen yourself. You're working out in every onions, peppers, anything with the root. Yeah. If you put something in yourself, put some, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. When you invest in yourself, you give yourself a solid foundation. A solid foundation. And even if a door is closed in your face, you know that door is not closed in your face because you are not eligible, because you're not worthy, because you don't. It can close because of something else. Heck, it might close because the Lord don't want you in there. Okay. But give yourself a winning chance. Put your feet plant yourself in a firm foundation. Give yourself everything you need to be the best that you can be at all times. And that's your foundation. And can't nobody take you off of your foundation. You can allow people to put a crack in your foundation. You can allow people to do that, but that's what you allow. What are you going to allow people to do in your life? Are you going to allow them to mess up your energy? Are you going to allow them to come into your space and make you feel bad about yourself, or have you all, thinking all willing? No, heck no. No. This is my space. This is and I'm not going to allow you to come up into my space. And now some people will bogart their way up in there and try to come up in your space and try to mess you all up. But it's up to us to get it under control. Because some people are bullies. I ain't even gonna say they not. It is bullies out here, y'all. And they subtle bullies. And they try to come into your space and mess up your mind. And they sit there for a reason. Because you on a good path. You on a good path. You on a good journey. So old dude gonna say, well, let me throw this pebble in there and try to make her step on the pebble and fall off and fall to the left. No, you gotta be alert. you gotta be watchful and be alert. Like God, in the Bible, they had watchmen on the wall. Watchmen was on the wall 24/7, praying, watching, being alert. The walls of Jericho, they had people on the walls praying, watching. They had Okay, no, that's a whole nother thing I was thinking about. But anyway, we could talk about that too. But the watchman is on the wall. They praying and they watching out for those things that in the nighttime, in the nighttime that can come and while you sleep and watch hour. They're in the watch hour. The watch hour is like between I think 3 and 5 or something like that. It's like between 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. and 5 in the morning. Me and my daughter, we be talking. We talk a lot. And I talk to some other people. I'm gonna tell you something. That's why I don't want to go off to the left, but that's why the craziest thoughts be coming into our head, and people have problems with they sleeping and stuff like that at 3 and 5 in the morning, because that's watch hour. That's the watch hour time. That's when the people was praying. They was like praying, because that's when, I guess that's when the enemy was most like moving. Lack of a better words, the enemy was moving about at that time. So I to my understanding, that's why they call that the watch hour. And you pray. And people, when they on the wall, when they praying, they pray without ceasing. If you a watchman, and there's people out here in the world that's watchmen, they're prayer warriors. They are prayer warriors. And we can all pray for people, but certain God placed certain prayer warriors. That's their gift. And they pray at all times. They can stay up all night praying for you because they watchmen. That's their gift. That's what's in their spirit, and that's what they was created to be. But we have to be alert, and we have to be watching for those pebbles that's gonna try to come in. And okay, so come on, we coming on. Let's bring it back over here. We have to be watching. We have to be alert. We have to watch out for people, places, and things that might come our try to come into our energy and come into our space and come into our mindset, our homes, our jobs, and everything, to plant negative seeds. And the negative seeds and the things that come in there, that's trying to come in there and mess up your foundation, is that's what it is. It's negativity that's trying to come in there and mess up your foundation. It's trying to come in there and mess up fertilization, your fertilization, like the plants when you planting. I'm trying to bring. Um, anyway, let's stay, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. Like when you planting things, and they can I'm trying to remember these things that I see these people planting all the time. Cabbage. Some of these shows that I watch, cabbage and lettuce. They have anything with those leaves, and they be growing so pretty and everything. But all of a sudden, these bugs, them little bugs come, and they like worms, and they start eating at your roots and eating at your plants, and negativity. Y'all little bugs. Y'all, they like them, all that negative stuff. Y'all, them little bugs trying to come in there and take your mess with your strength, mess with your courage, mess with your ability to be strong and steadfast. And it's trying to come in there and tear you down. Don't let it. Don't let it. Don't let it. Listen, get some bug spray, okay? just like they do with them bugs that be on the plants. they go around and spray them little buggers, and they kill them. They kill them. When you start putting stuff on them, because they know they're not supposed to be there. They're not supposed to be over there eating up your fruit or your vegetables. They're not supposed to do that. People are not supposed to be in your space, trying to take your energy, trying to steal your joy, trying to steal your positivity. If you might come into work, every day laughing and good morning, bringing donuts and done listen to a good song on the way to work, either your gospel song or your inspirational song or whatever it is that make you feel like, hey, like, yeah, I'm about to conquer today. And then when you walk through that door, what hit you in the face? Negativity. Nope. I'm going to tell y'all, nope. Match day energy. When we went all around about to get right back here, bam, match day energy. The same energy that you got out of your car with, that was positive, with your dancing and your laughing and your ha-ha and your kicking, and you done prayed and you feel strong, and that negative stuff come in there, and when you hit the door, you see it and it make you go like this. Straighten up your face and keep going. Yep. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody had a wonderful night. We're going to have a good day. Yes. And go ahead on about your business. Because that's how you going to stop the enemy in his tracks. That woman stopped. She might not have been able to stop everything, what we talked about earlier. She might not have been able to stop everything. But what she had was information. She had wisdom. She had information. And God told her to go into that office and tell them people in PR. Am I saying it right? PR or whatever. To tell all your people in this office, don't give out the information because it's against the law. And what happened? Because she matched they negative energy with positive energy, they was not able to come and take over that office. If you walk into your job or into your job, if you're the manager, if you're a teacher, if you just going in there with the same mindset and the same energy, and I'm talking to myself too, then you can cover negative energy with your positive energy. But first, you got to get yourself together. We've been talking about our firm foundation, our being firm in our foundation. So you get firm in your foundation. If you need knowledge, then seek knowledge. God says, if any man seeks wisdom and knowledge, come to him and he'll give it to you. Okay? All our wisdom and knowledge come from God. Hey, but book knowledge, it comes from your books. But if God don't give you a solid mindset, then you won't even be able to understand what's going on in that book. So we have to build a firm foundation up under our feet. Get strong. Figure out what it is that you can do for yourself to make yourself happy, because you cannot depend on nobody else to make you happy. You have to come to the table. What are you coming to the table with? You got to come to the table with joy. The Lord is my joy. He is my joy. I get my joy from God. And when I get my joy from him, can't nobody take it away. Nobody take it away. I can get mad. I can get upset. But that's for a period. That's just for a period. I can't let them destroy my whole life. That's just for a period. Because the Lord is my joy. He is my joy. He is my firm foundation. He done set me on a solid rock, and on him I stand. And so because of that, I have joy. I have wisdom. I have knowledge. I might not be the smartest person in the book, but guess who he is? God. And so if I need some knowledge, I'm going to go ask him. If I need to know about something, I'm going to go ask him. If I need to know how to keep my joy in the face of adversity, I'm going to go ask him. Like, what I got to do? Because I'm tired of these folks getting on my nerves. I'm going to stand up strong. I'm telling you, I had to fight these fights. I had to learn these fights. I had to learn how to deal with these battles. I had to learn how to face the enemy and stand flat-footed, 5 feet to the 10 toes to the ground. Do you hear me? I had to learn how to stand 10 toes to the ground, flat-footed with a strong back, and tell him, you got to go. Okay? Because you're not going to steal my joy. You're not going to, I can't keep allowing you to come up in my house and tear down my mindset, mess up putting cracks all in my foundation. No. I need this foundation to keep me going for the rest of my life. So we have to protect our foundation. We got to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. And what does that mean? Use your wisdom, use your knowledge, use what God gave you. Remember remember what it took for you to be who you are. Remember your happiness. Remember your joy. Remember your good times. Remember your strength. Remember that God didn't create you to be weak, but he created you to be strong. Remember that God didn't put you at the end, but he put you at the head. He made you the head. He didn't make you beneath nobody or nothing. He made you above. Women, we was made out of the side of Adam, his rib. We wasn't made from his backbone. We was made from the side. That means I'm equal to there's nobody above me on this earth. I don't care what they have. They might have a little bit more knowledge than me. They might have a little bit more education than me. They might have more money than me. I'm sure a lot of people got more money than me. They might have more education than me, more money. They might have a better house than me. But you know what? We both bleed red blood. Okay? We both eat the same. We both poop the same. We both put on our pants one leg at a time. We both got to put our shirts over our head or in our arms and snap that sucker up or button it up. We are equal. We are equal. And so whatever you put out, I'm going to put out better. And that's no competition. That means that I'm not going to let you come into my space with your negativity and mess up my joy. I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I ain't going to do it. So we have to know that we are strong. We are courageous. We are God's chosen people. We are a chosen generation of folks, meaning, hey, we are the ones he chose us to live, to believe in him and come into his fold and he is my king. I don't know about nobody else that's walking around here in these magazines with a crown on their head trying to play king and queen. You know, you do that kind of stuff in preschool, okay? You don't even do that in kindergarten no more. But my king, God, listen, my Lord and King. Look, Jesus is my Lord, okay? God is my God. And the Holy Ghost is my spiritual man. All right? The three parts of the Godhead, and they both are one, and they are mighty and strong. And because they are mighty and strong, and because I have accepted all that embodies them, then I'm mighty and strong. I have accepted all that embodies them. And I'm mighty and strong. And you ain't going to come up in my space with your darkness, because I'm going to match your energy with my positivity. And when my positivity come up in there, then things really start, okay? Things really start. Remember the battery. That negative energy is going to be there on the top of that battery. It's going to be there all the time. It's going to be there. But ain't nothing going to start until you put that positive post on that battery. Then that car going to run. Okay. Okay. Listen, I don't even know what I was going to talk about today for real. But I thank my daughter for giving me shit. I thank her for giving me that positive energy. That positive energy. So we ain't got to match nobody's negative energy, but we matching their negative energy with positive energy. And so we can show them really what's happening. You show them really, really what's happening. Show them really who you are. You might think you know what to do. You might think you know where things go, how things is ran. But when positive energy come in there, now let me show you something. Let me show you a firm foundation, okay? Let me show you the real power of the living God and the real power that I carry. For one, even we can show people our power and our positive energy without even opening up our mouths, because it's all in the way we carry ourselves. It's all in what we do. It's all in how you walk into a room. Um, and some people can walk into a room and command everybody's attention. You can walk but that's all that is. That's what's in you. It's about what you put in you and what you carry and how you carry yourself. So you can walk into the room and you can command everybody's attention. And or you can walk in there and people can see your authority and be intimidated. Michelle, there it is. If you still on here, there it is. People will be intimidated by your power that you carry. Yes, yes, yes. They'll be intimidated, honey. They'll be intimidated. But that's not your fault. That's not my fault. That's not my fault, because I'm not gonna shrink myself. I'm not gonna shrink down because you can't handle my energy. I will not. I will absolutely not. You need to understand for yourself that you can have the same thing. You can have the same power, you can have the same strength, you can have the same energy, but it's about your foundation that you build for yourself. What's the foundation that you build for yourself? If you build a firm foundation, if you build up, hello, yeah, message. If you have not invested in yourself, then your foundation is not strong. And you can be knocked down by every wind that come around. Mm-mm. We have to invest in ourselves, Miss V, Michelle, and anybody that's watching. Presence is powerful. Yes, 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 yes. It's powerful. Invest in yourself. Know who you are, and know whose you are. And know the power and the strength that you carry. When we understand that we carry a certain power and a certain strength and a certain presence and a certain aura, then we get to the point that we all right with people being offended with us. Because if you offended, does my what did Maya Angelou say? Do we need to read some Maya Angelou books? Does my haughtiness offend you? That is not my fault, sis. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. Maya Angelou, when she walked into the room, she walked in with such power and authority because of her foundation, because of who she was, because of her. Everybody knew her for the words that spoke out of her mouth, for her wisdom, her knowledge and her wisdom. She was a tall lady. She was a tall lady she was a tall lady in the earth. She was one of the giants, one of the, there's giants in the earth. And when I say giants, it don't mean height and, giants is your presence. When you walk into a space, you are greater and you are bigger than that whole space. And it ain't nothing. You can't help it. This is the way you were born. This is who God made you to be. I know a lady that when I saw her, it was like my spirit said that she's a giant. She's a giant in the earth. It was because of when she walked into a room, she demanded the presence in the room. She demanded that presence. Not because of what she said out of her mouth, because of what came out of her, because of who she was and who God made her to be, and what she had heard contribute, and what she contribute to the earth. You know what I'm saying? What she contributed to the earth. What Maya Angelou contributed to this earth is what made her a giant and what made her presence command the audience. So all eyes was on her. People that might not even know who she was when she walked in the room probably just looked over at her, because it's about what you carry. It's about what you put in you. It's about your foundation. I never forget, one day I walked into church. I had been in prayer and meditation and fasting. I had received my spiritual tongue, and I had this all black, black skirt, a black shirt with it, and it was all long. It was a real long black jacket with it, right? And so when I walked in church that one day, I walked in and I walked down the aisle, and I saw my and I felt like because I had placed myself into a spiritual and prayer place with God, my spirit was like huge. It was almost like it was everything I could do to contain it. You know what I'm saying? And so when I walked in there, uh, after church, I just walked in, whatever. But after church, my pastor came to me and he said, "I could see the spirit of the Lord all over you." I said, well, thank you. What else could I say? You know what I'm saying? He was like, "When you walked in the church today, I could see the spirit of the Lord all over you. It was like you commanded an audience. Not me, the spirit that was in me." And so that's what I'm saying. It's like build your foundation, build a firm foundation of wisdom, love, peace, a sound mind, um, and whatever else positive you put in yourself. Invest in yourself. And when you walk into spaces, you're going to demand a certain atmosphere. Some people going to be all right with that because they're going to be all right with themselves. But just know that it's going to be people that's not going to be all right with that because when they see power in somebody else, it's almost that they can see their shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That because they see, like, look at her, she got herself together, she powerful, she pretty, and she is, whatever it is that she is, or he. And when they see that, it makes them feel bad about themselves sometimes, not everybody, some people. And the reason why it might make them feel bad about themselves is because they are not where they want to be in their lives, or they are not, as they feel like they not we're not where you at in your life, or what you have. And it ain't nothing that you did. It's just your presence that make them feel like that, because that you have invested in yourself. But that's not a bad thing, because anytime when people can take a look at themselves and look in the mirror and say that, hey, I need to make myself better, I need to do more for myself, then that's a good thing. Because if we don't invest in ourselves and do more for ourselves to make ourselves stronger, more wiser, with knowledge and wisdom, and even like get into shape or whatever, or dress better, or comb our hair, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? If we don't do them things, then we'll always feel not worthy. We'll always have low self-esteem. We'll always be in a bad place in our mind. So if you look at somebody and they make you think about what you don't have, then think about what you can get, or what you can do for yourself to get where it is that you want to get, one day and one step at a time. But try not to compare yourself to nobody, because we don't know what they had to go through to get where they at. No, we don't know what. If you got to read one of Maya Angelou's books to understand why she's such a giant in the earth, why she is the way she is. I could not read, y'all. I couldn't read that well. I didn't like reading because I couldn't read well. Maya Angelou's books is what made me read. Maya Angelou's book is what gave me the courage to write my own book. Because when I read her book, it was simplicity. It was simple. And that's how she talked. But she talked with elegance. She could talk on anybody's level. She could reach the president, but she could reach the man in the projects or the girl in the projects. I can't think of that one book. It was that one famous book that she wrote. Why a Caged Bird Sings. Why a Caged Bird Sings. That was the first book that I ever read in its entirety. That book touched me so much. Maya Angelou went through a lot. If y'all ever read that book, Why a Caged Bird Sings, yeah. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. I don't care what age you are. Why a Caged Bird Sings was so, I even remember how it started off. In the country. She lived in the country. On her grandmother or grandfather's front porch. That's where her book started off. That book was so impactful to my life. It helped me to read my first book from the front to the back. And I was so proud of myself. But it was written with such simplicity, but it was so impactful. And then I read another one of her books that I can't remember. But the reason why I remember Why a Caged Bird Sings is because it changed my whole life. It changed my whole life. And it even gave me courage to write my own book. So, y'all, build your foundation. Build your foundation. Put in your foundation what you want to put in it to make you strong, to make you courageous, to make you know that you are above and not beneath, that you are the head and you are not the tail, that you are strong in the power of God's might, and that He is your joy, and that He is your light, and that you can match any energy that's set out there negative with positive energy. You know that you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you. And with that, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. Things will come up, but when you remember who you are and whose you are, you will know how to handle it. You will know how to deal with it. Yep. Mm-hmm. And with that, we're going to pass the plate. The benediction. The doors of the church is open. Y'all, well, I'm going to get on up off of here because I've been talking for an hour. I thank you guys so much for listening. And I was working out with them weights today, and my body feel it today. My body is sore today. Even my legs feel heavy. My chest, when I went like just earlier, and I was like, "Ooh, that hurt," because my muscles, yes, girl, my muscles hurt. My muscles hurt. That exercise that I think I don't even know if it uploaded on my doggone channel. It was taking a long time to upload earlier. Did you see a video that I put out? Try it now. Oh, Stephanie57 57. I put out a video. Today. Your thighs and hips is hurting. Dang, why did I do that? Yeah, so I'm sore. I am sore. My right here, it's sore. Let me see. Did it upload yet? Girl, it still ain't uploaded yet. It said 53 seconds left. Oh my goodness. I wonder if the other one uploaded. No, I didn't see one. Yeah, I just looked in my back office or whatever you want to call it, and it say 53 53 seconds left. I don't know why it's taking so long to upload, but my internet has been acting up too. So yesterday I had to turn it off and start it all over again. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So I got another hour. No, it's 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock? Oh yeah, I started late. That's right. I started late. I forgot. But yep. So thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. I hope y'all have a wonderful day tomorrow. Don't forget to love somebody, hug somebody, give somebody some positive energy. Okay. Okay. I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. Peace. Have a good night, Miss V. And Michelle, who are watching.